Brian Sparks from Positive Back Golf, and I'm here at the Arden Cove today with Sam Buss. So I'd like to introduce you to Sam. There are quite a few of you actually supporting Sam with a little bit of help on sponsorship, and thank you very much for that. And also, Sam, there's a lot of people very interested, I'm sure, who are following your progress. So could I just start by asking you, how did you ever come to meet Brian Sparks?
I met you, Brian, through a mutual friend called Pete. We met probably about a year ago now, I'd say. And Pete brought you along to the meeting, and that's how we got introduced. And he told me a bit about where you've coached and things, and sort of grew a bit of a friendship from there. So it's good.
And then nothing much happened, and a few months later, I think it was in December, Martin.
Yeah.
I had a sort of cry for help.
Yeah. I was out playing in the Algarve, playing some tournaments out there, playing great before I went out there, and then sort of, like I said, lost my game while I was out there, to be honest. Really struggled my golf swing. I was putting in hours and hours of practice out there and was getting worse. I think that's what I said to you. And I was lost, really. So that's when I called you up and said I need help. So yeah, that's when it started, really.
So that was in December.
That's December, yeah.
How long did it take you to feel some improvement?
The next day, if I'm honest with you.
The next day.
You obviously pointed me in the right direction, gave me some advice, and it was really the next day I went out there with a different frame of mind and stopped thinking so technical about my golf swing, to be honest with you. That really, really helped.
That might come as a surprise to a lot of people, because I think the average golfer thinks that as a tour pro, you have to be very, very good technically.
Not really. I've seen, as you guys well, people with all sorts of golf swings out there, making a good living and playing professional golf. I knew I had the ability. It's just a case of I needed to step in the right direction. And at the time, I was really, really struggling. I think psychologically more than technically.
And would it be true to say that I gave you permission to play more naturally?
Absolutely, yeah. Just go out there and play golf, I think is what you said. Just go out there and, just go out and enjoy it and see what happens, really. And it did free me up, if I'm honest. So,
and what would you say that, I think you said to me at the time that you were thinking about where your swing was, where your body was. What do you think technically now when you're sitting in your golf club?
Very, very simple swing thoughts. Just as simple as just turn back, turn through, hold your finish. Very, very basic things. Before I was getting stuck in positions and angles and weight shifts, and it's very, very difficult for any human being to think about things like that. So, we kept it very, very simple. And I just stuck with that the whole of this year and having the best season I've had.
So you've gone from being in a dark place in December to having enjoyed the tune.
I've just had a blast this year. Just enjoyed every time I've pegged it up. Just looking to go out there and just challenge myself. I really, really enjoyed it this year.
And can I ask how many hours I've stood with you and watched you hit golf balls and talk to you about your golf swing?
Hours or minutes? I think it's been about 5 minutes. I think we've
5 minutes. Okay.
We stood on the range for when I came to see you. And you basically just said to hit a couple of shots, and we were just chatting away, and I was just hitting it great. So we just left it there, really. It's simple.
Just for everybody's interestingness, Sam's very good golf and hits the ball beautifully. Very, very simple golf swing. So he just got too complicated. The art of Osmat golf is turning the complex and making it into something that's more simple.
Yeah.
And I think all that did was free you up. And you've played golf, you've enjoyed it. You haven't got too complicated in things like practice regime.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nothing too strict, just enjoying the game. And you've had some great results.
Yeah, it's been a very good year. I messaged you recently, didn't I, about practice regime, thinking that was the next step of getting better. But I was playing great, and Brian, you obviously questioned me back saying, why do we need that, So I I just kept doing what I'm doing. I just go out there and play. I find that benefits me the best.
Yeah, practice, routine, regime, fantastic. We need to know why we're doing it. We need to know what the benefits will be.
Yeah.
And if there aren't any benefits, then there's no point in changing something that's working so well.
So exactly that.
That's fantastic. What would you say? In terms of the future? How do you see that going in terms of developing your skills, becoming a better golfer? Where do you see the improvements going to come from?
To be honest with you, I feel like staying on this track is just going to work. You know, I don't feel like I need to make drastic changes to get to the next step. Just keep playing tournaments and keep doing what works for me. Like we said about Luke Donald, got to world number one, just hitting it, you know, short and straight, and just something like that. So doing what works for me, just playing and putting myself in competitive situations, just keep learning from those. That's what I feel is going to be a big step.
My recommendation to Sam was how about just getting better the way you play the game.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, there'll come a day when Sam's a household name. Everybody knows Sam Buss, one of the best golfers that the UK's ever produced. And then everybody will be copying your way of playing.
Yeah.
And trying to make it fit them and their bodies and their mindset. So
hopefully.
That's the way things work. We always follow the top players and then we try and copy them.
Yeah.
When in actual fact, what we should be doing is getting better at playing the game the way we play.
Yes, totally. That's it.
But it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for your support. Thanks to everyone. Their support to her.
Well, yeah, thanks. And if anybody else would like to help a little bit, I'm sure that Sam will be delighted, and then you'll be a part of his story. Many thanks. Now you'd have noticed that Sam's heel doesn't come off the ground on the backswing, and his finish is a little bit tight, certainly compared with what you'd see in my swing. But he's young, he's flexible, and he's able to display the 6 basics even with these issues. But he's an intelligent young man, and he realises that to achieve his ambition of playing golf for a hell of a long time, that these things will need to change as he gets older. Remember, positive impact golf is not a method, and we only encourage change when it's necessary.